Good morning. Uncle Pardon, what's right?
You are doing here, pa. Well, you're doing green there. I so the Blasters moon the last 2 international breaks, last month and this month. And go year my himself to do. Actually, you want to see year pa. And you are 2 wins out of 2 in the World Cup qualifiers. Now, of course, dear na bentia, you have dropped off, sir. Team out to Kobo share a year Mali. Now, for 3 years, lose against Angola, Abu against Sudan.
Made us say, I'm share with you for you now. I think, sir. Obia and Tia what is going on. But, and as I mean, we ain't that close to the team in T.
Yeah.
We'll just be speaking from our point of view, what we have seen with the eye. Now, we'll see it started well. To me, as a former player and also a coach, we won 2 matches yet, but it wasn't that well. Mm-hmm. After those 2 matches, which is Mali and Central African Republic, there's also a bit of assessment answer. Started qualifier for the Nations Cup, I don't think we did that post-mortem properly. And when I did, baby, I didn't make us. Then Mali and Central African Republic, we had 2 halves. Because 2 halves, the first half performance was different from the second half performance.
Yeah.
Against Central Republic, it was the same. And it's almost assessing after those 2 matches. They would have probably realized where we're falling short. Improve, but we didn't, and it has showed in the 4 matches I have so far against Angola, against Niger, against back-to-back Sudan. It's that clear. But post-mortem which is after Mali and Central Africa. Mali like that, they lost the match because their own coach made a mistake.
Yeah.
Mali foreign coach Nankasa mistake because the best players, and it wasn't the first time. I wasn't surprised he was sacked.
Abdul the same thing.
He did the same thing when he was leading Cote d'Ivoire, and then Cote d'Ivoire was 1 man down. He did the same thing against Ghana. He did the same thing. So when he was sacked, there's not many issue because you could see that no, from what point of view. And I did share and a bar Central African Republic in Kumasi we also. I think you winning 4-3 or
4-3, yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't that easy. To the sense that referee can say decisions we are taking in favor of Central Africa, that match would have ended a draw or we are losing.
Yeah, true.
In the end, I get post-mortem after the game. And a trigger to where we stand now. Let me name the air course, psychological, motivational, I don't know. I
want for a question the experience level of your coach, as these 4 games are exposing a lack of knowledge of the local game, and also even players are and his real understanding of the job Nankasa as head coach of the senior national team.
Let me understand it from the perspective, and I'll speak from the perspective of the local game first. We got local game, yes. There should always be some component from the locals into the national team itself proper.
Okay, on the continent, African game, no opponent, how or more mentality different, style of play is different.
Okay, so Otto himself has played in qualifiers. He has played here in Africa before. In 10 years, he doesn't know. He knows. But when it comes to technical matters, it's a whole team. And to have a possibility. At the end of the day, he is the man. The boss will always start with him. And he is the man to make those final decisions. But there will come one say, gone are the days some decisions in the national team is not entirely the coach's decision. Anna?
Yeah.
Maybe there are other things going on behind the scenes that Benya, yourself and myself we don't
know.
So maybe it's really affecting what we are seeing now from the technical team. Because they comfortably I can say no, yes, but you see my member examples. But maybe if you be there feeling tea, a better to be there feeling but you can also speak to the fact that coaches they have never coached, but yet they were given national team jobs and they were successful.
Yeah.
The Bukra went ahead to win the World Cup.
Okay.
And in experience wise, in yes, you did kind of idea, but at the end of the day, what game and your understanding about the game and what you've seen put together. Now, one case would be improvisation. Why improvising? Because that format now, it was a 4-4-2, 3, whatever. It's just an improvisation. And it's a static format. But Guardiola say, the players say almost a 4 back, 4 in the middle, or 2 in the whatever. But whenever they have the ball going forward, we also almost right back, I shift up by inside.
Inverted back.
Improvisation. Almost all the coaches are cooperating. In the football, they say, I ain't interested in you. Because now say Spanish former coach Javier Clemente, or your interview not on TRCSA, all the coaches want to copy Pep Guardiola. Meanwhile, Pep Guardiola has not coached a team like Espanyol.
Mm-hmm.
He has coached Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Man City. These teams are almost eager to get all the best players in the world. So if he's coaching these teams and he's doing something like, wow, coaching Gatefe, they are going to take that from him. So everything has become like maybe kind of say it's a computerized game, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow suit. Team are to me and started playing from the
back, grab somebody from the back.
Because that is the norm or order of the day. And I one key deep as a coach. That's a also person where the players that you have at that moment are not capable of doing it. Maybe you have to identify and see what will suit your team at any given time. And so we are where we are because of all this. Yeah, over the coach on the bench on your computer. So, you see, identify practical on the field of play. Yes, the computer and all that is there to aid you. And the technical man should sit up seriously.
But should they continue? We told you to be fit in the man into us on considering say we risk not going to the AFCON.
When and some idea and one can be I'm a good position there, young and decision crown we don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back. This administration. The first person they hired was Sike Akono.
Yeah, after a year,
the first person they hired was Sike. After a while, Sike Kore. Yeah, appointed the next one after Sike. Yes, see.
No matter.
Yes. And he appointed the right person. That person came in, did not do well. He appointed Obifufro. Or the Echo World Cup. Before World Cup, now see, Ijumano, Newu Ankasa, priorities and lie with here. Lies somewhere. In the afternoon, he left. We appointed somebody else again. Yemaniko after the Nations Cup. We went back and appointed Otto. Before Otto, no. You issue a statement out there, give out criteria, they are appointed in panel. That criteria na in this. Now I am Busami won't say. Why the force almost uses that statement? The people handling football in this country are interested almost to make those appointments. One they can say almost interest people and to outside. It's almost like last week, GFA president in team Nico Kasaya, he had to outside. He has every right to speak to the team. But this should be internal thing. And so we say, I am one PR for Bennett, say, where own go near you. Yes, on goals and we keep scoring those on goals. Yet, almost some of us know we have to educate ourselves. To do what? Yeah, indicated that we cannot be scoring these own goals. Because I've been in dressing rooms where people have said worse things than what we heard. But it is not put out there publicly. So that thing has not manifested positively on the team in these 2 matches that we have played. See, why never that bold to come out to say anything, Benya? It doesn't lie in my mouth to say coach in the announce now. It lies in the mouth of the people who are appointed that point us. It lies in their mouth. They have the power. Yeah, they can want them, but it's up to them. So they are because they say Nations Cup, we have not qualified because one, Sudan has 2 home matches, if I'm not wrong.
Sudan, say one home match. One
home match against Angola, and then Niger outside. They need 1 point.
Just 1 point.
1 point. Because head to head, Omar Shea.
Only a better senior, yeah.
You know the same number of points.
They qualify.
It is Nations Cup in the end, but we have the World Cup qualifiers ahead of us. So the appointing authority should be up and doing. So if he said this is what we want, yes, then something drastically should happen. If you are not national, because of Bonn, we have been closer to the national team before. We've been in their camps because a certain minister advised that every match some of us should be in their camp. Not because they're Kwako but those players knew us. And the almost they were camper. To even speak to them was motivational enough. I remember Egypt 6-1 Kumasi. The day before the match, last training, the minister then said he didn't want anybody in the stadium but myself or Seko Sike Akono and Stephen Appiah to speak to the players on the field of play after training. Seko spoke, Sike Akono spoke. Unfortunately, Stephen was still on his way from Accra to Kumasi. No, that we were not there to show them how to play football. They know how to play already. But we are only there for them to understand that we are solidly behind them. And that they should go out there and do their best. The next they won by 6-1.
Yeah.
This time around, you see people around the national team and you ask yourself, they're all moving. And I said, try to we'll do more than being out there. Cross it inside now. Why is a flower no person cross it Togo na Togolese for no area we just say restless kaka. And the move you are last our match now. We don't bother even to go closer because and the movie it's wrong. It's totally wrong. Me I don't see why. Maybe I kick him, Next time will be. Trust me. People who have wronged me, financially, that have lost properties. When I see them, I speak to them. When they call me, I respond. Because it is not the end of the world. Who knows tomorrow?
Sure. Listen, game also expose never be with team some weaknesses. Your boy first match we are our crash when say Kusia Pe ko do si we say Kusia Pe Jordan make us Jordan company bitterly. Your boy match ni we Libya so we say Jordan Korea so any atizigi any boy ni park no so yen jam na we konto kwa ni. Does this not show some level of disunity and discipline also in our team?
Okay, but I'm going to say, why not go akwa we lose one in Yajida?
I say, Papa.
Yeah, until Bia, you are akwa lose or be happy. And I don't really know what triggered that melee that we saw in Tripoli.
Yeah.
Or Benghazi, whatever, after the match. Meaning, I've not been meaning, and I don't want to speculate and say, but sometimes, emotions are high. tempers are high because we didn't win. We've lost a game. And Jordan is, I think, the most senior player among this particular team.
Yeah,
in camp. And obviously he might react, but if there is a reaction on the overboard, and maybe there was some misunderstanding in communication. Let's not dwell so much on it. It happens. It happens. Players get at each other, but at the end of the day, it's one family thing. Problem happening with team goes beyond what we saw with the eye. Yes, it goes beyond that, and we should own up. We should be men enough to say something is amiss. BBM cause we what's in your address? What is that? Say what's it in your address? Indeed, they have a proper post-mortem now. What's here on this team? proper one. I saw. Yeah, one of my.
Oga post-mortem now. Besides, I'm doing a bit to me here to get ourselves out of this because I say your team no quite from AFCON round of 16, AFCON group stage, you know, you qualify cry. Ban yetiba from DM was here as a nation.
Yeah, was say my idea again. I show almost handle no. They should let us know. Say you might not be me. I guess I would say me. Who gonna make us radio so?
Yeah.
Almost after every blast time, I always say me count team no. Me count. But almost every radio station want to speak to me. Because I will say it as it is. I'm not going to shy away from anything. If that will not allow them to bring me closer to the team, it's neither here nor there, me and family. But we are looking for results. One more idea, one kasa. And he said, yeah, stakeholders are, you should call everybody, come, all of us will come together and advise. If they want to hear, yes, they can have that stakeholder meeting, and then we'll put our what we've seen. We have read, especially the PSAG. And I say, it is our brother Balcon, Obama, a program, the former players should stand up. He mentioned that Baby Pele and Tony Bafo that we should stand up, go to the. Benyawa is a
see.
More journalists for in the air programs. I had the two infamous and then it puts some of us in some corner because it is by status. I mean, the Pele can't get up and go to the FA and go and do anything. It's an association governed by FIFA rules. People have been voted into office. Those so-called football people have to be the same people maybe to vote them out or decide that they want them to stay. Was it 2 days before a double match? Was it Libya for every president to resign?
For resigning, yeah.
Because the local clubs were calling for him to resign. Ghana, Edesi.
We are there.
Adenti.
We are agreeing to.
We are attending the former footballers among Kasada. Yes, Kasada never come. But those people that have been voted into office, you know, anything that Stephen Abiyago can say, go educating we. Yes. So can it be? I don't know. On the some no kind of card then.
Any football should be run by former players.
Yes, Libya Abekadiano. They look at education and tag you there or no to go or wine. That's me can radio we say look. And your my yapne them one plan a security. Results are always two. Either it will come up positively or negatively. In the end, no, in no many action could go more price I have a negative effect on the team, which is those handling football. In no many action could go more planning. I have to say execute and go ye. Meanwhile, my brother, dear friend from Germany, say, see me a woman German the trade comes the Ghana Shatina. He doesn't think it's a Ghana Shatina. So I don't know that the 24 to coin. So the woman check it. I'm going to hear me check Kakara. I'm on the 24. No, I just they had already lost against Switzerland.
Switzerland, yeah.
And only Germany ball. Into a sending a link in a major ball. We lost 5-0. Look at the team sheet of Ghana now. Only 4 clubs to play now we are attached. Which is Club D, Who's a German for the squad now? Almost Stuttgart, Dortmund, Ubia club, Crest, everybody do. Ghana only 4 out of the 11. And in Buzaza, now other 7 no, and this is supposed to be the next level. The next level is what? The Black Stars. From under 20, you know, under 20, they call Black Stars. Under 23, they comes in between. Did you move under 20 on cover Black Stars? Maybe what?
As well, under 20 straight to Black Stars.
And see, this is our under 20. Playing the German under 20 side and playing like that. Yes, I say boys in the field, man. And see, all these things, you know, is contributing. The local scene, yes, they are like so. And your master, also local, and yeah, was a rainy. You was a 180 or 9 so benya.
That's way.
Yes, who have we wronged? And I mean, you can say Olympics would have been playing in the Premier League, if not because of what we saw in the Bron region or Bron area. Yes, we saw it. It was clear.
Heart of Life, no Chelsea game, you know.
Of course, and House of Folk and yes. And when you are the same local player, and I catch and say, Obi had the baller, pretend as if to say, who can also what actually for the ball now for Sako Shepo. The same local player who want you to come play the national team. Eh?
That's no.
What do I want to say? I mean, say, yeah, we are. No, physically. I will believe that if you are not so people have spent money just wanting to contest for a position within the FA, disqualified. And court of arbitration, FIFA, CAF, and all these things. People spend money, go to arbitration, and they are disqualified. Oh, Asami Abuegu. What's on also Asemu? Asemu. Somebody who sat on the normalization committee and disqualified somebody. When that person was not happy and went to arbitration, that same person represented the FA. It was just a conflict, and then. It is Shannon way now. How do you have an Akuma and you? And these people are football people, so called. Palmer, George Free, let me mention their names. Somebody who has risen all the way to being the vice president of the FA is disqualified just because he wants to contest. Of course, if people love somebody, allow them to have that democracy, whatever, to vote. If he loses, fair. But we put people together, committee here, committee there, disqualify people, and then we think that things will be okay for us. It will not. When you are empty to cry, who say, no, maybe I know, also, and the normal part of the brain. Why Nanakuma be entitled? Yes, I can see a corner when. Then we say, I was a Nisika, I was a demand you, Chiamana. Our family or job. At least he did something. He's captain the national team before. He has played many games. Obe Kochi, yes. No man call you for a period. Yes, yeah, Pamno. No problem. Pamno, I'm sick of the cows on after today. In Germano. And the people say, who have we wronged? Who have we wronged? Let's come together as a family. Who have we wronged? If we are supposed to bring all these people under this thing, let them bring them under the umbrella. Let's move on as a Ghana. Yes, sir.
It's okay. And Coach Christopher Lim said, "Me can use the mission pa. Why economy pa. Coach Chris said, "Me can use the mission one sama waka anape." Fantastic.
Nobody hates anybody. Me, okay, like I've said, meanwhile, I was every kilo be. When you hear the program, I want you to be successful.
Yeah.
Sana, I want you to be successful. But they do the idea. They will say, "Young, that's a my agree the casa chairs. Baby, I hear quid.
No, let you pay happy meeting for that.